Hey, IDS 302. Welcome to Module 7. No, I didn't forget this video. I had to put it off a couple days. This table's shaking. I'm sorry about that. I'm actually inside, makes the light and exposure easier. I am at Lifetime Fitness, Tempe, Arizona. Okay, so let's take a look at Module 7. All right, first I just want to get into questions. If you have any questions about the way the course is finishing, anything at all, don't guess, let me know, okay? Shoot me an email, okay? Um, Remember what this course is based on, right? It's a syllabus quiz. Is it based on percentages? No. It's based on points, even though that's the same thing in this class because it's 1,000 points. 900 points, it's an A and over, 800 over is B, 700 over is C, and the rest you know, okay? So just be clear on that. Know where you stand in points. Know what you need, okay? And go get it, right? All right, so let's just jump in. Easter egg number 1 right away is finish strong. Easter egg number 1 is finish strong. Okay, let's talk about the rough draft. Now, I changed a couple of dates. So, and here they are. So, you guys hear the guy behind me? It's really loud. I'm hoping to replay this and find that out. All right, so I changed this instructor video to be doing 227. And then you've got a final paper rough draft. I'd like to see that by the 28th. Okay, now what am I looking for in that rough draft that's worth 80 points? I'm looking for organization. This is done by steps. A lot of students in the North Dakota, Norway experiment that we had didn't write steps. And that's the whole basis. You don't do that on the final paper, it's going to be trouble. This is not a wandering essay. It's not a narrative. This is Tanner's integrative model of 5 steps. Okay, the first step we did. Remember when we determined your question? We talked about the background and asking questions. That was steps 1 and 2. Step 3 was the annotated bibliography. Step 4 and 5 you should be working on in terms of your survey results and putting it together. But I want the steps numbered. That's what I'm going to want to see on a rough draft. Now, it's a rough draft, so I'm not going to get picky with it. I want to see that you're getting somewhere. Okay? All right? So if you don't turn it in, you don't get the 80 points, you know? I just want to see that it's totally not. If there's anything that jumps out at me, I'm going to tell you. Now, you get 80 points for your rough draft. It doesn't mean like, oh my God, this thing's perfect. I'm just going to submit it as my final. Don't do that. Okay? I'm just giving you 80 because you submitted a workable rough draft. I am not going to critique it. Okay? I am not going to do that. There's just too many to do. Can't do that. Okay? But I want to see that you are moving forward. Okay? Now, that's the rough draft. Remember, organized by all 5 steps. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And remember, that's for the final paper, too. It needs to be organized that way. Organized, okay? Organizing is different than formatting. Organizing it is this is how you're going to organize it, okay? In the 5 steps. I don't want to see an abstract. I don't want to see a cover page. I don't want to see those things, okay? I want to see the things that matter, all right? I don't want to see color fonts. I want to see all black font. We'll get into that in a minute here, all right? So that's the Easter egg number 2. It's the good old-fashioned one. IDS equals what? Integration. IDS equals integration is your Easter egg number 2. Having said that, let's talk about the writing of this final paper. Important. You don't get to appear. You do not get to appear then. No I, no me, no my. This is not about you. This is about the research. We've talked about this plenty of times. A researcher already inherently does research because they want to learn more. That's not why they do it. Okay? Okay? The real reason they do it is to add knowledge, however incrementally, to the body of knowledge in their field. Okay? That's why they do it. They don't do it for their own self-enrichment. Okay, so you got to get away from that, all right? I mean, I said this, lovingly, fondly, but nobody cares. Okay, remember when you were in high school or whatever, remember reading any textbook, a history textbook. Remember about Civil War? You never heard the author go, well, because I looked at this because I wanted to learn more about the Civil War, and I think that this and that, and I think this will help me. No, they didn't do that. Textbook writing is scholastic, scholarly writing. Research writing does not include I, me, my, we. Rarely it does, but again, you need to know the rules before you can break them. So looking at research is going to have a lot of developments. Yes, it's going to have an abstract. I'm letting you get away with not doing an abstract. Okay, you don't have to do a cover for it. All right. If you have to talk about your research, you call it the current research or the current study. That's how we know you're talking about you. Don't use the royal we. Okay, we, the team of me and my team of researchers, don't. It's just you. Let's go. We just face it. The current research. That's it. All right. Um, paragraph. Paragraphs. Paragraphs are indents. They're not line skips. Okay. You skip lines, I'm going to ding you. You can skip lines between sections as long as there's a subheading. But paragraph indent, tab it in. Don't just put two spaces and guess every time. Tab it in one. Write your new paragraph. Okay, this has to be double line spaced times New Roman 12. See in the syllabus. Word doc times New Roman 12-point font, double line spacing. Okay, paragraph indents. All right, this paper's worth a lot, so I'm going to ding heavily on mistakes. That's what I do. Okay, this is important to have that discipline to write a good research paper. Okay, so your name needs to be on that paper. Put it in a running header, put it somewhere. I don't care. Name needs to be on that paper. All right. You will get dinged if it's not. All right. Um, let's see. I want to make sure I got things covered. Again, formatting has to do with Times New Roman. You will use your annotated bibliography and format it the way we had it formatted. Hanging paragraph on the bottom. The first completely open page after you're done with it, that's where you put your bibliography. And I'm saying a bibliography because anything you used up here in any section, I want it down in the bibliography. Now, what about a bibliography? APA, it's alphabetized by last name, okay? It is hanging paragraphs. There are no line spaces between the entries. It's just the hanging paragraph entry, okay? It's APA formatting. Also, do not put any hot links in the paper unless it's in your annotated bibliography and it's it's discrete. I don't want these things in the paper, okay? All right. How long do I expect this to be? Well, I expect you to give it your best shot. And if I start telling you, then people are going to shoot for that as a minimum. See what you got, okay? You know if it's not enough, right? Okay. So now let's see, we're on what, 8 minutes? All right. If you have any questions, let me know. This course ends midnight, March 3rd. Nothing will be available after that. All right. So the final paper won't be late, right? All right. So the last Easter egg is course evaluation. Do your course evaluation, okay? You should be getting an email. Do it. You can probably rip me apart. We did the best we could here, and I want to think that you got something out of this in terms of integration. Um, be integrative, right? Right there. Okay. Um, and questions, comments, concerns, again, let me know. I'm going to let you guys go. 9 minutes here, not bad. Have a good one. I hope to see you at graduation. Come and see me. All right, I'll be there. All right. Forks up. Peace. See ya.